morning, children. You have learned this probability in 9th standard, where you have learned the experimental or empirical probability. What do you mean by experimental or empirical probability? That means you have the probabilities of the events are based on the actual experiment which you are doing. That means you tossing a coin 1,000 times. All the times you are entering the outcome. First time head, second time tail, third time head, fourth time head. Like that, each experiment you are noting down the outcome and then writing the probabilities. So the experimental or empirical probabilities are based on the actual experiments which you are doing. So now we are going to study about this random experiments. What do you mean by this random experiment? Random experiment means whose outcome is from the events that are completely known, but whose exact outcome is unknown. So what is this random experiment? So whose outcome is from the events that are completely known, but whose exact outcome is unknown, is called a random experiment. So empirical probability or theoretical probability, it is based on the actual experiment which you are done. Here in this case, outcome is from the event that are completely known, but exact outcome is unknown. For example, you are tossing a coin at random. There are two possibilities. Which are the possibilities? Either head will come up or tail will come up. That means, so tossing a coin is an event. You know completely the outcome. You know the outcome completely. Which are the outcome? Either head or tail is coming. That is the known outcome. But when you are tossing it, you don't know which one is coming, whether head is coming or tail is coming. Therefore, outcome is from the events that are completely known. You know which are the outcomes you are getting, but exact outcome is unknown. So example, a coin is tossed at random. So you know there are two possibilities. There are two possible outcomes. Which are the two possible outcomes? Head or tail. But each outcome is likely to occur equally. That means 50% chance for getting head or 50% chance for getting tail. So you can say that such type of outcomes are called equally likely outcomes. So each outcome, head or tail, is as likely to occur as the other. So such type of outcomes are known as equally likely outcomes. So when you are throwing a die, so throwing a die is also a random experiment, but without throwing the die, you know what are the outcome. Non-outcomes are when you are throwing a die 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are the non-outcome. But when you are throwing it, you don't know exactly whether the 3 will come, 6 will come, 4 will come, any number can become. So such type of experiments are known as random experiment, but possibility of getting all these numbers are equal. Therefore, you can say that this is a equally likely outcomes. Now I am going to explain what you mean by a sample space. Sample space consists of all possible outcomes. All possible outcome means sample space can be denoted with the capital S. You can write this, suppose throwing a die. What are the possible outcomes? Possible outcomes are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are the possible outcome. Any other outcome you will get? No, you won't get any other outcome. All the possible outcomes are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Therefore, sample space consists of all possible outcomes. So, n number of possible outcomes. So, total number of possible outcomes. The total number of possible outcomes you can denote with ns. That is 1, 2, 3. There, how many outcomes are there? There are 6 outcomes. Therefore, ns, the number in the sample space. Number in the sample space means total number of all possible outcomes. So it is 6. Suppose, therefore, sample space, what do you mean by a sample space? All possible outcome of the random experiment forms a sample space. So I hope all of you understood what is a sample space. All possible outcomes of a random experiment forms the sample space of that random experiment. So you are tossing a coin. Tossing a coin. So what is the sample space? Sample space. So okay, you take 2 coins. So you take one coin and toss 2 times. You toss a coin 2 times. Tossing a coin twice. That means first time when you toss the coin you got head. Second time when you toss the coin you can get tail. Or first time when you get H. Second time again you can get H. Or first time when you toss you can get T. Second time when you toss you may get H. Again, first time when you toss it you get tail. Second time when you toss you get tail. So these are the all possible outcomes when you toss a coin 2 times. So tossing one coin, head will come. Second time when you toss it, it can come tail. Tossing first time head, second time also you can get head. So HH. When you toss the coin, you may get tail. Second time when you toss it, you may get H. Then third time, T and T. T and T. So these are the possible outcomes. So this is the sample space when you toss a coin twice. So what are the number in the sample space? Ns. This number in the sample space is the total possible outcomes. What are the number in the sample space? 1, 2, 3, 4. This 4 is the total possible outcomes. Now you need to know what is an event. What is an event? Event means a desired outcome of an experiment. A desired outcome of an experiment. Is called a event of the experiment. So therefore, a desired outcome of the experiment is known as the event of the random experiment. Suppose this is a throwing a die. We are choosing the desired outcome 4. That is, even we are chosen 4, that means favored outcome is 4. When you are throwing a die one time, so how many times, what are the chances of getting 4? एक ही बार आ सकता है maximum. Therefore, favorable outcome is 1. Favorable outcome is the event which we are choosing. Okay, so we'll explain it more when it comes. So how will you find out the probability of an event? First I have told you how to find out an event. So what is an event? A desired outcome of a random experiment is called event of the experiment. So let E be the event of the experiment, event of a random experiment. So PE, the probability of that event, equal to number of outcomes favorable to E divided by total number of possible outcomes. Total number of possible outcomes. So total number of possible outcome I have taught you. You write the sample space. Number in the sample space will give you the total number of possible outcomes. Number of favorable outcome favorable to E means first you have to see the event. Event means the desired outcome of the experiment. For example, see here the sample space tossing a coin toys HT, TH and TT. Suppose I want HH, 2 heads. You want 2 heads. So the probability of getting 2 head, that is getting 2 head is our favorable outcome. How many times that 2 head comes here? Only 1 time. Therefore, the number of outcome favorable to E. What is E? E we are chosen 2 head. So that is number of favorable outcome is 1. Total possible outcome is 1, 2, 3, 4. Therefore, the probability of getting 2 head is equal to 1 by 4. This you can write it as P is equal to NE by NS. What is this NE? Number in the favorable outcome. Number of favorable outcome. So NS, it is NS down. That is number in the sample space. Number in the sample space is the total number of possible outcome. What is NE? Number of outcome favorable to the event E, and NS is the total number of possible outcomes. Now let us explain what is an elementary event. Elementary event means an event having only one outcome. An event having only one outcome. It is called elementary event. sum of the probabilities of all elementary events is equal to 1. Sum of the probabilities of all elementary events in one experiment is equal to 1. For example, first question I am telling. A coin tossed once. Find the probability of getting a head. Also find the probability of getting a tail. First I am writing the sample space. When a coin is tossing, what are the possible outcomes? You can get one head, only one coin. One coin means one head. Then, or you can get one tail. This is our sample space. Number in this sample space, ns is 1, 2, 2. This is the total possible outcomes. What is our event? Our event, first event is getting a head. So getting a head is our favorable outcome. So what is our favorable outcome? Favorable outcome is what? Getting a head. How many times you are getting a head? Only one time. Our favorable outcome is a head. This is a head. So how many times you are getting? NE. NE is 1. So probability of getting a head. A head is, one head is NE by NS. How many times you can get a head? One time. Total possible outcome 1 or 2. Therefore, the probability of getting a head is 1 by 2. So you are getting this probability of getting a head is only one time. Therefore, this is called an elementary event. Similarly, you find out the probability of getting a tail. So probability of getting a tail. So again, NE by NS. How many times you can get a tail here? One time. Favorable outcome is 1. Total number of possible outcome is 2. So therefore, the probability of getting a tail is 2. So both these are elementary events. Why they are elementary events? Getting a tail is also one outcome. Getting a head is also one outcome. Therefore, both are elementary events. So elementary events have sum of the probabilities. So here P head plus P tail. So both is elementary, sum of the elementary event is 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 is 1. So any elementary event, sum of the probability is equal to 1. What is an elementary event? An event having only one outcome. Question number 2. See here. A bag contains a red ball, a blue ball, and yellow ball. So Kartika takes out a ball without looking it. She is not looking into the box, and she take one ball out of it. What is the probability? Probability that Kartika takes first one yellow ball, second a red ball, third blue ball. So sample space, all the outcome, one red ball, one blue ball, one yellow ball, one red ball, one blue ball, one yellow ball. Number, how many are there in this? 1 plus 1 plus 1, 3. So number in the sample space is 3. That is the total possible outcomes. Number in the sample space is 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3. So Kartika takes an yellow ball. So P and yellow ball. How many times she can get an yellow ball? Only one time. Any ball she takes, she can get maximum one yellow ball. So favorable outcome, our event, the chosen event is yellow ball. So favorable outcome, number of favorable outcome is 1. Total possible outcome is 3. Therefore, 1 by 3 is the probability of getting an yellow ball. Then probability of getting a red ball. So that is also, now how many times you can get a favorable outcome, which is our second case. Our chosen event is a red ball. Favorable outcome is 1. Total possible outcome is 3. So it is 1 by 3. Then P and blue ball. That is also 1 time 1 by 3. So each event the outcome is 1. Getting a red ball 1 outcome, blue ball 1 outcome, yellow ball 1 outcome. So all these are elementary events. You have learned sum of the elementary event is equal to 1. So it is, you see that P white, P yellow ball plus P red ball plus P blue ball, it is 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3, that is 3 by 3 equal to 1. All these are elementary events. Why these are elementary events? Because the event is having only one outcome. Which is the event here in the first case? Getting an yellow ball is the favorable outcome, choose an event. Second case, getting a red ball, that is our chosen event, that is favorable outcome is red ball. Here the favorable outcome is blue ball. So each case the outcome is only 1. Therefore each one is called an elementary event. Any one experiment, sum of the elementary events is equal to 1. Any event you chase, PE plus PE dash equal to 1. So P probability of an event and this E bar is the not an event. So P an event plus P not an event is equal to 1. E and E dash are known as complementary events. E and E dash are called complementary events. P probability of an event and probability of an not an event, sum is equal to 1. So when you consider, see, throwing a die, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is our sample space. Probability of getting number 3. P probability of getting 3. So how many times you can get, what is our NE? NE number of favorable outcome. Favorable outcome is 3, number of favorable outcome is 1. NS is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So therefore probability of getting 3, this one you can write it as PE. Probability of getting 3 is 1 by 6. Then probability of getting not 3. You don't get 3 here. So how many times are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times you will not get a 3. So it can be 5 by 6. This one is P not uneven. P not uneven getting 3. Here P getting not getting 3. So that is PE plus PE dash. See 1 by 6 plus 5 by 6 equal to 6 by 6 equal to 1. That is probability of an even plus probability of not getting an even equal to 1. Now you see this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what is an impossible event? Impossible event means the probability of an event which is impossible to occur. Probability of an event which is impossible to occur is 0. That means probability of an event which is impossible to occur is 0. Such an event is known as impossible event. So here you see probability of getting 8. When a die is thrown, probability of getting 8. What is our NE? NE means number in the favorable outcome. Favorable outcome is 8. So anytime you get 8 here, no. Therefore number in the favorable outcome, total favorable outcome, number in the favorable outcome is equal to 0. 0 by 6 equal to 0. This event is known as an impossible event. It is known as impossible event. What do you mean by an impossible event? Probability of an event which is impossible to occur is 0. That means probability of an event which is impossible to occur is 0. Such an event is known as impossible event. Now you need to learn sure event, or you can say certain event. What is sure event? Probability of an event which is sure to occur. Here probability of an event which is impossible to occur is 0. Here the probability of an event which is sure to occur, that is equal to 1. Such an event is called as sure event or certain event. For example, see here the probability of throwing a die. So probability of getting a number less than 6 or equal to 6. It should be less than 6 also, equal to 6 also. Therefore, how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. NE is equal to 6. NS is also equal to 6. 6 by 6 equal to 1. Therefore, this event, the probability is 1. Therefore, this event is known as a sure event. So, probability of an event which is sure to occur is called sure to occur is 1. Therefore, such type of event is known as sure event. That means the probability of impossible event is 0 and probability of sure event is 1. Then the probability of an event is sure event means 1. More than 1 it cannot happen. Therefore, probability of an event is either less than 1 or equal to 1 or greater than 0 or equal to 0. That means the probability lies in between 0 and 1 or equal to 1 and equal to 0. Probability of an event is 1.2. It is wrong because the probability cannot be more than 1. Probability of an event is -2. That is also wrong because the probability cannot go less than 0. So any event, the probability lies between 1 and 0, equal to 1 and equal to 0. P less than or equal to 1, greater than or equal to 0. Throwing a die once. Throwing a die once. What is the probability of getting a number less than or equal to 4? So die, the sample space is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So first one, the probability of getting a number less than or equal to 4. Second, probability of getting a number equal to 8. Getting a number 8. Third, the probability of getting a number less than 7. First case, at sample space you are written n as the number in the sample space is 6. First case is our a number less than or equal to 4. Which are the favorable outcomes? You can write down our favorable outcomes here. Number less than 4 equal to 4. Less than 4, 1, 2, 3 equal to 4. So favorable outcomes are 1, 2, 3, 4. Number in the favorable outcome is 4. Then P, a number less than or equal to 4 is NE by NS. NE is 4, NS is 6, it is 2 by 3. Second, a number 8. So favorable outcome is only 8, that is number in the favorable outcome is 1. Then probability of a number 8 is NE by NS, that is 1 by 6. Then third one, a number less than 7. Number less than 7 favorable outcomes. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All the numbers are less than 6. Therefore, number of favorable outcome NA is 6. NS is already 6. So, P, a number less than 7 is NE by NS. That is 6 by 6 is 1. So, you know what type of event is this? Because the probability of a number less than 7 you got it is 1. So probability of an event 1 means this event is a sure event. It is a sure event. So let me explain what is the playing cards.